Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon to all of you. How are you feeling today? Good? Okay, fantastic, 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 because this is the first day of a new adventure to all of you. First of all, congratulations for ending up being here, for successfully completing the high school years, for successfully completing this exploration phase that you have all experienced the past 2 years, for successfully completing the admission process to a university, and a big thank you for choosing a university as your home for the upcoming 4 or 5 years. So first of all, a big applause for you all. My name is Elisa Melendez. I'm the Director of Global Markets at IE University, and it's my pleasure to be welcoming you to our campuses. Before we jump in and welcome the speakers that will be formally receiving you or formally welcoming you to our institution, we are going to be connecting also with the Segovia campus, where we have, half of the students that will start this year their bachelor's degree. Hi, Elizabeth.
I'd like to transition to say a quick hello to our colleagues in Madrid, because we are doing the same welcome event right now in the IE Tower. And I believe we have here my colleague Elisa. So Elisa, can you hear us?
Yes, we can. Hello, Elizabeth, and hello, you all.
Amazing. How's the audience over there? Are we feeling excited today?
Yes. The audience here is very excited, but I think it's better if you hear from them. So can you say hi to the Segovia people?
Hello from Segovia. Amazing, thank you. It's great to see the crowd. There we go.
Yes.
I see some hands up.
They were sharing with us.
There we go, Segovia. Amazing, amazing. Well, like I've said before, the energy in this room is palpable. We have a lot of excited students. I can't believe that we're welcoming 2,200 students this year, new students to IE. So it's quite a big day.
From all over the world, and what they were telling me around the corridors when I was meeting some of them outside was that it's a mix of feelings that they are facing. They are super excited. They are also nervous in a way. So Elizabeth, I don't see you now, but Elizabeth, do we have the connection back? Okay.
Yeah, we're
so
here.
We are getting back. Okay, we got back to Segovia.
Elisa, you were just saying something? Did you have a question?
Yes, I was about. Now that I have you here in front of me, can you, and we are both IE alumni, can you share with the Segovia students, with the Madrid students, how was your first day when you were about to start to study at IE University?
That's a great question. I was actually thinking about that this morning and kind of remembering those pre-first day jitters. I don't know if anyone here in Segovia or in Madrid can relate, but I did overthink my outfit before the first day, kind of obsessed over it, wanted to make a really good first impression. But my first day ended up being a lot less nerve-wracking than I imagined it would be. I made friends from the very first moment. And actually one of those friends I'm going to be seeing next week in Zurich as I have the opportunity to travel and hang out with him. And he was one of the very first friends I made at IE. So as you can see, the lifelong friendships here, it's definitely a part of the experience. How about your first day?
Well, mine was a long time ago, because it was 16 years ago when I started studying at a university. But I also remember my outfit, I remember how I was feeling, and I remember being super open. And that was what I found from the rest of my classmates. We were all coming from all over the world. We were all looking forward, connect, meet, learn, experience. So it was the best years of my life. And now that I travel, on an often basis for work purposes and personal reasons, wherever I'm traveling, I know anyone from my class or from another program that I used to study with. So that experience of having the eye connections all over the world 16 years later is amazing, feels amazing, and will be probably something that you will all face in the future.
Absolutely. I can say working with the alumni department that we have an alumni network of over 76,000 people around the world, 100 alumni clubs, or more than that actually. And so when I go home to New York, I'm from New York, I have an alumni club there for me too. So this experience is for life, and you will find IE friendships on this campus and beyond, even in your alumni experience. So much to look forward to, right, Elisa?
And enjoy the rest of the session. We will connect later to see how the session went. Bye, Elizabeth.
Sounds great.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye, Madrid. Amazing. Well.
So now let me welcome on stage to our president of IE University, Santiago Iñiguez.
Good afternoon, members of the class of IE University 2027-28. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you on your respective programs. Let me first thank not just you for choosing us, but also your parents, family members, relatives who have actually helped you to come here. Also to the professors, teachers of your schools, mentors that you may have had in the past. We are very proud to have you here, and I'm sure that this is the beginning of a true, real, transformational experience. Let me first share with you how we see the mission of universities today, because you are at one of the most international centers worldwide, but I guess we all share a mission which is focused on developing not just the best possible professionals, people who are employable, who can actually jump into their jobs at the time of their graduation, or maybe create their own companies, as we very much try to foster in you. You know, we are a very entrepreneurial university, and regardless of whether you attend a degree in business, social sciences, technology, architecture, design, or law, we very much encourage you to become entrepreneurs in any potential field that you may embrace in the future. But in addition of developing the best possible professionals, universities are also aimed at developing cosmopolitan professionals, people who are committed, cultivated, and responsible for transforming the world for the better. And in order to achieve that mission, one of the things that we very much emphasize is ethics, deontology, commitment to our code of ethics, and to all the different rules and principles that inform our community. This is why on the first day of your programs, I very much encourage you to follow the principles, the norms, to adhere to the code of ethics, which is going to be reflected in many different things. Of course, in your adherence to all the rules that have to do with dedication to your studies, to devote necessary time to pass all the exams, to avoid cheating. And allow me to say, cheating is not just a risk for all those who think about taking the shortcut. It's not just a potential situation where those who cheat may risk their reputation for life, but also is actually missing and skipping the most enjoyable and most important part of the educational process. It's actually giving up experiencing, studying, reflection, associating ideas. So those who cheat actually are giving up the most important part of the educational experience. And this is why we very much encourage all of you to avoid the shortcuts and actually fulfill the norms of the rules. On our part, I can assure that we are going to take all the necessary steps in order to make cheating very difficult, to dissuade potential cheaters. I know that there's going to be very few, if possible none, but to sanction all those behaviors in case they happen with the most severe sanctions. Anyway, let's not get very serious on the very first day of your course, because we are here to celebrate many different things. So allow me to mention also the importance of friendship here at IE. You're going to make friends that will last for life. Maybe you will discover potential professional partners. Some of you may even, couple with some other fellow student, as happens very often. But anyway, what I encourage you is actually to take the opportunity of the immense diversity that exists here on campus, more than 140 different nationalities representing the major cultures and civilizations across the world, in order to discover what you don't know yet. So instead of, if you are Spanish, for example, instead of sitting next to a Spaniard and dealing just with your fellow Spanish students, please open up yourselves and connect with people that are not like you. Sameness is very boring and is not a source of learning. So please engage with other people, not just in your class, but in other programs elsewhere on campus, maybe people of different courses. Take the opportunity of dealing with as many people as possible. Don't miss any opportunity here in class, on the corridors of IE. Don't wear your headphones while you're walking around. Say hello on the lift. We have to, pay attention also to manners. Manners are the fellow sisters of virtues. So if you actually observe while you're attending a class respect to the others, to the professor, of course, in terms of not, checking your handset, your cell phone all the time. In fact, we very much encourage a very proactive attendance in class. Don't bring food in class. Don't skip the class or don't get outside. I mean, there's lots of things that show your behavior and etiquette, and those sorts of manners are very important because they project your personality. But anyway, you're going to enjoy a lot your experience here. We are going to be there for you in case you experience any downs. There's going to be ups and downs. You're going to be subject to lots of pressures, but you have also lots of opportunities to expand yourself. We're going to run a number of initiatives as regards, for example, well-being, in order that you cultivate different facets of your personality and you grow not just as very good students, but also as well-rounded persons who can also take care of their nutrition or their health. We also provide you with support in terms of advisors, in case any one of you needs at some certain stage some support, some advice, some psychological attendance. But please don't hesitate to come to us in case you are experiencing a bad moment, a bad circumstance, because we are here to help. Anyway, you are going to meet many different faculty members. All of them are very well prepared professionally. They will bring first-hand knowledge and experiences. Many of them will probably help you in your personal development and professional opportunities in time. So don't hesitate to come to them after the class to engage in conversations outside the traditional sessions and ask them in terms of professional advice or any other thing that you may be interested in consulting. And finally, enjoy IE Campus here at IE Tower, which will provide you with lots of opportunities, not just for learning, but also for enjoying the sports, for attending concerts, for joining any of the clubs that you are going to know after this opening session. And enjoy, of course, Madrid. Madrid is a very lively, vibrant, culturally rich city. Take care. I mean, it's a very safe place, but of course, as in many other major cities across the world, you should also, those of you who come from overseas, you should observe the practical rules in order to avoid insecure situations. But anyway, what I hope is that this is the beginning of a true transformational experience. When you look 5 years, 4 years from now, back at this first day to the early days of your course, you will realize how much you have changed. Anyway, members of the class of 2027, 28 IE University, thank you and the best of lucks.
Thank you, Santiago, for these inspiring words. And I know that you've been very actively listening. These are tips that Santiago has been sharing with the students over the past years, and they have been proven to be very useful if you listen and you apply them to your future. Our next speaker is Miguel Costa. Miguel Costa is the head of admissions and enrollment at IE University, and he's going to share with us some data and insights of this class of 2027-2028. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Welcome. Welcome to IE University. Welcome to our campus. And yes, this is a very exciting day for all of us. And let me just start by sharing our warmest welcome on behalf of the admissions and recruitment team. So thank you so much for being here. And as I was saying, it's a very exciting day for us, as much as it is for you. And we know that probably you will be missing some people today. You're excited. You're having a lot of feelings. But we don't want this to recall this Home Alone movie that probably you all know. We want this to be more like a wonderful day, or that life is really beautiful. So let me just start by sharing some data, some interesting information about you. So the first thing that I would like to share is that you have all successfully overcome a rigorous and a very selective admission process. So this is something to be proud of, and we are also happy that you all made it. Because as we were telling you, there were many people that were willing to be here today, but they are not. Some because they didn't overcome our selective admission process, some of them because they didn't find the resources necessary to come and join IE University. So this is something to be really proud of. And as well, we have to congratulate your families and your parents, because as Elisa mentioned before, they have also contributed significantly to the fact that you're all here. And finally, let me just share with you some data, because I think that it's important for you to know a little bit more about you. So what about this class of 2027-2028? As we were mentioning, this is a really unique and extraordinary class. And let me just say and share why we believe that this is what we are saying. You're about 2,200 people coming from more than 104 nationalities, and just 20% of you are Spanish and 80% are international. So this is one of the most international institutions worldwide. And in terms of the overall student body, as Santiago was mentioning, we are above 130 nationalities, and we are nearly 140 nationalities in our campus. And where are you from? About 30%, 37% of you are coming from Europe, excluding Spain. About 20%, as I was mentioning, are coming from Spain. About 15% are coming from Latin America, 11% from Africa and Middle East, 12% from the US, and about 5% from Asia Pacific. And this is something interesting as well. This is our top nationality, of course, about 20%, as I was mentioning before, but guess which is the second most popular nationality? No, somebody mentioned that, the US, okay? So this is the second most popular nationality. The third one is France, yes, some of you were mentioning. The fourth one is Italy, and the fifth one is Germany, okay? So you can see these are the top 5 nationalities. And we have also a very diverse intake because it's not just about diversity in terms of nationality, it's also in terms of academic background. So you can see here that most of you are, have been studying the IB diploma, about 30%, but also another 30% have been studying at other European systems, such as the UK British A-levels, the French BAC, the German Abitur, etc. Another 28% are coming through their national system, so they make this kind of recognition process. About 7% are coming from the Spanish national exams, and just 6% are coming through other means of academic background. In terms of gender, as reported in your passport, okay, this is not about gender identity, this is about what your passport is saying. 55% are reporting that they are female, and 45% are reporting that they are male. And these are some of the languages that you speak. On average, you speak 3 languages, and this is a great opportunity to learn, to improve, to practice other languages that we all know that you are able to communicate with. And of course, there are many things that you also share. You have been competing in some interesting contests for debating, maths contest. You also bring spectacular blogs and with a lot of followers, and you're, let's say, influencers in your field. So there are many other talents and competencies that you're bringing to the campus that we also encourage you and invite you to share that with the student clubs that you will be able to join after this session. But these are just facts, okay? This is just data. And we know that there's a lot of information that is sometimes missing and that we should be taking into account beyond data. And this is something I'm going to share with you right now. You have to share your story, your personal achievements, your feelings, your emotions, because this is part of what you're going to be developing here, and it's important that you share this with other classmates. Discover Madrid and Segovia. This is part of your learning experience, and we have a great campus there that you should also explore, and a great city that is just about 23 minutes away from Madrid. And this is our learning journey, as Santiago was saying, and your future, as we were mentioning, starts today. Let me just finish with some additional quotes. As we were saying before, the whole world is around, so please stand out your national cultures and borders, and please share with your colleagues about your culture, your language, the things that you do. And of course, for Spanish students, please let them know how kind we are, how interesting our culture is, and please make them feel like at home. And my final remark will be this quote that I really love. Successful people understand that as they climb through the ladder of success, they should be always recalling those that we really love and that contributed meaningfully to this day. So please take a break even now and then, just to devote time to those that you really love. Just a simple smiley, a message, or a WhatsApp will make their day. So please do never forget that they are all there. And finally, you are now members of our family, okay? So please know that our entire community is going to be here to support you, to make you feel as home, as I was saying. And okay, it's you what make us what we are, and we are all welcome, excited about the fresh ideas and energy that you bring to our campus. Thank you so much, and welcome to IE University.
Thank you, Miguel. Miguel has shown in a very, very quick way how diverse, how unique also you are, because it's not just about percentages, it's also about particular features and particular things that you've done over the past years that will bring enrichment to the university experience of all of you. Now it's my pleasure to welcome not just staff, but also students to speak in front of you. The first one is a student of the Bachelor in International Relations, and she's also an IE Foundation Fellow. So please welcome to the stage to Denise Rubenstein.
Okay, hello everybody, good afternoon. So, this is the start of your new journey at the IE family, and I hope you're all really enjoying Madrid, because I know I did when I was in your shoes just a couple of years ago. So, as already mentioned, I'm here to represent the IE Foundation. So, you may have heard of this when you first completed your online matriculation, but what exactly is the IE Foundation, and what exactly are we contributing to here? Well, my name is Denise Rubenstein, and I'm in my final year of Bachelor of International Relations and an IE Foundation Fellow. So I'm here to tell you all today about my experience at IE and how the IE Foundation has impacted not only my education, but essentially the trajectory of my life. So first, a little bit about me. I was born and raised in New York, and I lived a very average New Yorker life. And don't get me wrong, I love, love, love my city, but ever since I was young, I dreamed of leaving my home and studying elsewhere. But when I was applying for schools, this was in 2020, in the height of COVID-19, and as we all know, it was a mess. Other American universities were immensely expensive, and they were accepting very few students, so my dream of leaving home was basically falling apart right in front of my eyes. That is, until I applied to IE. So the IE Foundation saw my potential as a student and not only awarded me a scholarship, but awarded me the ability to pursue my dreams without any financial burden. And I am certainly not the only one here today with the same story. The foundation provides opportunities for diverse students like me and all of you here today to achieve an education which ultimately enriches our global community. Nonetheless, the IE Foundation is much more than just a provider for scholarships. They're also one of the biggest supporters of student initiatives and campus life, and I'm sure you all are going to see them as a sponsor for many of our upcoming events, including IE Day, Global Village, the Hay Festival, and the South Summit Entrepreneurship event, just to name a few. Not only are these events just fun to attend, they invite you to gain new perspectives, network with industry leaders, and get to know other students that have the same interests as you. And the purpose of these events is to broaden the student experience and connect within the IE community. So I advise that you all don't miss out on these events. They're happening this September, in fact, and they're made to enrich your experience here. So please take advantage. And overall, the IE Foundation is dedicated to developing promising talent, sharing the gift of knowledge with promising students across the globe, and generating a positive social impact. And what's special about the IE Foundation is that the scholarships and support provided don't just impact us in the present, but also have a ripple effect on the future. Alumni members give back to the university, be it through the creation of more scholarships or extending the reach of IE University throughout their countries across the globe. So there is a very strong sense of community here, and general gratitude for the IE Foundation that reflects in us, the future generations of students. So, to finish this off, I just want to say that I'm immensely grateful for the opportunities that the IE Foundation has given me since the beginning of my journey here. Being a Foundation Fellow has taught me so much about the importance of community and education as a genuine life-changing experience. I promise you all today that you will find that you're blessed with so much opportunity here. And not just from the foundation's contributions, but from the university as a whole. So don't hesitate to get out of your comfort zone and get involved, because you never know what IE University has to offer you unless you make that effort to experience it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Denise. Now we have another student. She is Isabella Ochoa. Isabella is a student of the dual degree in politics, law and economics and data, but she is representing the student government because she is the VP of the student government at IE. Thank you, Isabella. Whenever you want. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome. First of all, well, I was just presented. I'm a fifth-year PLE and data student. Congratulations. Congratulations on surviving the university admission process and getting into IE University. You should feel extremely proud and honored to be here today. I know how scary this day has to be for some of you, but let me tell you a little secret. Everyone in this room, from faculty to students, have felt the same nervousness you're feeling right now. They have had the same mixture of emotions, and they have felt the same anticipation and uncertainty. Today marks the beginning of an incredible journey that will be filled with challenges and triumphs, moments of doubts and inspiration. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth, where you will gain knowledge and develop valuable life skills. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. University life can be demanding. You'll have academic responsibilities at the same time as you're discovering Madrid, and for some of you, learning everything that entails living alone. There will be times when you question your choices or wonder if you're on the right path. But remember, it's all part of the process. These challenges are the ones that allow you to grow and will help forge your character and emerge wiser and more resilient. One of your most valuable assets in your university journey is each other. The friendships you form here will last a lifetime. Lean on one another for support, share your experience, and celebrate your successes together. Remember that you're part of a diverse and talented community, and the perspectives you gain from your peers will enrich your educations in ways you can't even imagine right now. Now, to all my Harry Potter fans, like myself, here's a quote from Dumbledore. "Differences of habit and language are nothing at all if our aims are identical and our hearts are open. Your diversity is our strength. Let it inspire you to collaborate, learn, and grow together." As you embark on this journey, I encourage you to keep your curiosity alive. Never stop asking questions, challenging assumptions, and seeking new knowledge. You come to a university with countless extracurricular activities, with clubs, sports, labs, professional opportunities, where you will learn valuable teachings as the equation, business model, and programming skills will also teach you. Your time at IE University is not just about receiving an education. It's about becoming a lifelong learner, someone who's adaptable and ready to thrive in a rapidly changing world. You know firsthand how much the world was flipped over by COVID a couple of years ago, as it marked a turning point in our society. I know you have heard this 1,000 times, but let me tell you once again, you are the future. Your generation will be in charge sooner rather than later, and at IE, your professors will make sure to equip you with the relevant knowledge. Now, to finish off, I want you to remember that you're not alone on this journey. The entire IE University community is here to support you. Seek help when you need it, whether from professors, advisors, your peers, or even your student government. One of the biggest curses our generation has is thinking we need to do everything ourselves. Asking for help is one of the most valuable things I've learned in university. Embrace the challenges you face, for they are the stepping stones to your success. Thank you, and best wishes for a remarkable university experience. And now it's time to see the IE Journey video.
You've played your cards right, aced it through life, and made it to IE. The game of university can be challenging, and that's why it's filled with experience-boosting initiatives that you can enjoy alongside your studies. Ready to see what cards Lady Luck has in her pack? You can draw wild cards at any time throughout your time with us. They'll help you bring your A game to every situation, dive into our global community, and unlock new levels. Language classes, talent and careers, campus life, sports and well-being. Got it? It's time to roll the dice. In year 1, you'll dive into IE Impact, a mandatory 3-year module that explores the humanities, entrepreneurship, and tech. We challenge you to tackle a range of different labs during your first and second year. These internship-like experiences will prepare you for the professional world. Why not opt into the IE Brown Summer Program during the last 2 weeks of the spring semester? You can also play your hand at this in year 2. Boom. Year 1 is over, and you've unlocked 3 more levels. Year 2 is about looking to the future. You can take part in internships and sign up for an international exchange program starting from year 3. Time to level up. Welcome to year 3. If you play your cards right, you can join the honors program in year 3, the perfect opportunity to gain extra life points. Advance to the last round, year 4. Year 4 is about keeping your eye on the prize. During this final level, you get to choose your elective classes that complete your journey. Which will you choose for your royal flush? Score! You won! Now that you're an alum, you can take your winnings to graduation. But it's not game over just yet. You're now part of a global alumni network of over 70,000 people, and you've got many lives to use up through lifelong learning. What's your next move?
So this journey starts today, but I want to ask you something before we actually reconnect with our friends in Segovia. How many of you have interacted with the IE international offices all over the world before coming here? Okay. And if I ask you how many offices, what would you say? I mean, raise your hands. Do you think that IE has, I don't know, between 5 and 10 international offices? How many of you think so? 10 to 15? 15 to 20, more than 25? Okay. We have more than 25 international offices. We have 29 international offices all over the world. And why do I want to mention this? Because these offices might have been in contact with you when you were about to explore your university destination. Probably, I mean, they were inviting you to things that were happening in your respective countries to meet up with other classmates that were thinking of studying at a university. But they're going to be with you throughout your academic journey and after as well. So whenever you go back home, try to reconnect with the office. Whenever you graduate and you go back to work to your home country or you go elsewhere, try to see what is the office that is closer to you. Because this is very linked to what Elizabeth was mentioning. She is the Associate Director for Alumni at the undergraduate programs, and I'm the head of global markets, so that means the international offices. And it's great that the IE experience and the IE community continues once you are once you graduate. Now we will be connecting back with Segovia, and after that connection, you will have the opportunity to go and experience the club fair that is happening at the Athletic Center. Just another fun fact, we have more than 200 clubs that you can participate or get involved in. Some of them have to do with sports, some of them have to do with other hobbies, some of them have to do with professional interest, but the idea of not just keeping the university experience to what happens within the class, but also to what happens outside the class is key. Now you're responsible of everything that means your professional and personal development. It's the very first time that you get to see that you're owning the decision of participating or not participating in as many competitions or activities as possible. So I encourage you, as Santiago was saying, Denise was saying, Isabella, Miguel, to make the most out of this experience. Time flies, and it's really true. Another piece of advice before we reconnect has to do with the Spanish. I don't know how many of you speak a little bit of Spanish, and you know that this was not a requirement to enter IE University, but it's an advice that I have heard from many students that were about to graduate. Time flies, 4 or 5 years' time seem to be an eternity, and they are not. And by the time that you graduate, you would love, to have a decent level of Spanish. This is something, or this is a service that the university is providing to you when you are not fluent in Spanish, and I encourage you to make the most out of it as well. So let's see now if we can reconnect. Okay, we just have to wait. So just to see a little bit of the class, can you tell me a little bit the programs that you're going to be studying? Who's doing international relations in the crowd? Law? Okay, hands raised. Behavioral social sciences? Wow. Politics, law, and economics? Computer science? Take also advantage of the things that happen with classmates from other degrees. That is also very important. When you participate in clubs or in the IE labs, you would be together with other students from other degrees. Take advantage also, learning not just from students from other parts of the world, but also from students from other degrees. Hi, Elizabeth, you're there.
Great advice. We just caught the last bit of that, so thank you.
How's
it going over there?
How were the presentations? How's the vibe now?
Wonderful. Amazing. We got up on our feet with Student Government President Johanna, and had a lot of fun. So we've learned a lot, and I think these students are ready to get out there and check out what's at the club fair. How about you? How's it going in Madrid?
Yeah, the very same. In fact, I was actually chatting with the students as much as I could. I was telling also that we have more than 200 clubs that they can participate in, and they have to do or they have to make the most out of this experience. But I think that probably what they are looking forward now is to leave the room and actually go and talk to the reps of each of the clubs and start meeting each other, right? Yes, probably
Absolutely.
This is it.
I do think it's time for that. So let's have one more big goodbye.
Yeah,
Can I hear you,
please.
Segovia? Can we say bye, Madrid? Amazing. Thanks so much, Elisa.
We have to be louder, eh? Venga, let's say bye to Segovia, guys. Well, very well, very well. So thank you very much,
Thanks,
Elizabeth.
guys.
Enjoy the rest of the afternoon, the rest of the day, and you enjoy the rest of the academic experience and your journey at IE. Welcome to your new home.
Thanks, Elisa.
Seniors en el vídeo de Madrid.
Only need to visit Madrid once to know that Madrid is culture, art, food, sports, nature, adventure, museums, monuments, theater, parks,
and terraces.
And tapas.
And terraces and tapas, shops, luxury, fashion, and yeah, that's all great.
Like really, really great.
But what's a million times better than visiting Madrid?
Go on, tell them.
Studying in Madrid. Boom! Because living in Madrid means going all out. But it also means taking it all in. Breaking out of your routine to get into nature, studying outside, under the shade of a tree.
Have fun!
Go out. Stand out. Never miss out.
Dive in, pitch in, join in.
And never stop.
Ever.
Ride a bike, get a train, take the metro, use a scooter, walk around, or chase the bus. Because in Madrid, every option works out. Go shopping, try things out. Como mola.
I know.
You meet up with classmates, explore hidden gems, taste new flavors. Hey, that's my favorite place to meet. And meet people wherever you go.
I got us tickets. Come.
You dance, you sing. What a view.
Wow.
You could say that again.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, Madrid, right?
No, we were talking about studying in Madrid. Boom! Because in Madrid, the inspiration never runs out. Are you in?